that time you wish you could just, like, ditch the flashcards and actually talk to someone in another language? Like, wouldn't that be the dream?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Duolingo might have just cracked the code with this new AI thing. I am so pumped for this deep dive. We are looking into Duolingo's bold new AI features to see if they actually live up to all this hype.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's kind of blowing my mind.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see how Duolingo is using AI to tackle these, like age-old language learning hurdles.
Right.
Like we've all been there, right? Getting over the fear of actually speaking up.
Oh, totally.
Or even just understanding why certain grammar rules work the way they do.
Yeah.
It's one thing to memorize, but it's another to use it.
It's one thing to memorize verb conjugations, but actually using them in a real conversation,
Right.
that's a whole different ballgame.
Exactly.
And that's where this wild video call feature comes in. So picture this. You're on a video call, but it's not your friend, it's not your teacher or anything. It's actually Lily,
Oh.
one of Duolingo's characters.
Interesting. Now, this isn't just a fun gimmick, right?
Right.
We see a lot of language learning apps focus on vocabulary and grammar in isolation, but this feature actually simulates that real-time conversation experience, which is so crucial for developing fluency.
Yeah. 100%. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we do have to mention that video call is part of Duolingo's new premium subscription service, Duolingo Max.
Okay.
We'll unpack the whole pricing thing in a little bit. But first, let's talk about another cool new feature, Adventures.
Yes. Adventures is really interesting because it takes Duolingo's signature gamified approach to a whole new level, right? It's like, think of it as like interactive storytelling that's woven into your language learning journey.
It's like those choose your own adventure books we used to read as kids.
Exactly.
But for learning a new language, you get to interact with that Duolingo world, meet all the characters we know and love, like Oscar the Owl even pops up, which is fun, and use what you've learned in this really fun and engaging way.
Yeah.
Now, for right now, it's available for English speakers who are learning Spanish.
Okay.
And you can get it on both iOS and Android, so.
That's great that they're making it accessible on different platforms.
Yeah.
Right from the start.
Totally.
Okay. So we've talked about these shiny new features, but are they really worth like that
price?
That $30 monthly price tag that comes with Duolingo Max?
Yeah, let's be real. That is a serious commitment for a language learning app.
Right.
So what are we actually getting for that premium price?
So Duolingo Max is definitely targeting those who are really serious about language learning. They want that personalized experience, that AI-powered experience. And I think of it as a step up from Super Duolingo.
Okay.
You're still getting the ad-free experience, the unlimited hearts.
All that good stuff.
All that jazz. But Max throws in 2 more AI-powered features on top of that.
Okay.
Explain My Answer and Roleplay.
Okay, so let's dig into Explain My Answer. I mean, we've all been there, right?
We have.
You get a question wrong and you're like, why? Why did I think that was right?
Yeah, exactly. And this is where personalized feedback can be a game changer because with Explain My Answer, Duolingo Max doesn't just tell you you're wrong.
Right.
It breaks down the why.
Oh, wow.
Tailored to your specific mistake.
That's really cool.
So it's like having a personal tutor right there with you.
Yeah.
Pinpointing your areas of confusion.
Very cool. Now, on to Roleplay. I'm hearing this feature is all about, well, role-playing different scenarios in your target language, which sounds kind of fun.
Right. And it taps into the power of using language in context, which is so important.
Yeah.
So imagine practicing how to, like, order food at a restaurant or ask for directions, but all within the app.
Yeah.
In a safe, judgment-free space.
Right.
It's a really clever way to build your confidence for real-world situations.
Totally. And, of course, we can't talk about all these cutting-edge AI features without mentioning that Duolingo Max is powered by GPT-4.
Yes.
For anyone who hasn't been living under a tech rock, GPT-4 is like the big kahuna of AI right now.
It is.
It's known for its uncanny ability to understand and generate human-like text.
Exactly. It's a pretty big deal that they're using this.
Yeah, huge. Now, as with any new technology, there are always going to be limitations.
Right.
Currently, Duolingo Max is only available on iOS.
Okay.
And the AI-powered features are limited to English speakers learning Spanish or French.
Right.
Which, to be fair, those are 2 very popular languages to learn.
Right.
But knowing Duolingo's track record, I have a feeling they're going to roll it out to more languages and platforms very soon.
Most definitely. I mean, this really feels like a turning point in the world of language learning in general.
Totally.
Because Duolingo is not just adding AI as like an afterthought here. They are really pushing those boundaries of how technology can actually create a more immersive and honestly like a more effective learning experience.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder if this whole thing really takes off. Could Duolingo become like the go-to platform for language learning? Like if these AI features deliver on their promise, they just might be on their way.
The potential is there. I mean, it's still early days, right? We still don't know like how buggy it'll be. Will it be too gimmicky for some people? Those are all questions that, we still need to figure out. 100%. But hey, that's part of the excitement of all this new tech, right?
Right.
So here's something I want you to think about. Imagine for a second that this whole AI-powered language learning thing really takes off. How do you see yourself using these features to achieve your own language goals?
It's such an intriguing question.
I know, right?
Because this isn't just about Duolingo.
Right.
This is about like the future of how we learn languages.
Yes.
And this technology has the potential to really personalize the learning process in ways that we probably haven't even imagined yet.
And that's what makes it so fascinating. Even if you are not a diehard Duolingo user, this whole AI and language learning space, definitely one to watch.
Oh, yeah.
It is going to be really interesting to see where it goes from here. Absolutely.